This just in, all students in the Lee Summit District will now learn virtually.
School board members voted tonight to have pre-K through third graders join the rest of the district in remote learning starting Monday and lasting until January. Board members add they'll revisit this decision on students returning to school when and if it's necessary. The Missouri governor is extending a state of emergency through March as COVID-19 cases and deaths keep going up.
Governor Parson issued a public health warning asking people to wear a mask at all times in public places and keep interactions with others to 15 minutes. His warning also recommends limiting travel outside of Missouri over the holidays. The governor says the responsibility of slowing the virus comes down to each individual.
It's all up to us, not government, but it's up to me and you to change the way we do Thanksgivings, if you so choose to do that, and I would recommend that.
Masks aren't mandatory in many rural parts of Missouri. They're not required in Cass County.
KMBC 9's Brian Johnson looks at what this means for families and businesses there.
On Main Street in Belton, some businesses require masks, others do not.
You're walking that thin line, trying to please all of your customers when you really can't.
At the Corner Boutique, masks are a personal choice.
Everyone's passing the buck. And in my opinion, when you're a leader, you have to lead.
Susan Como wishes the governor would issue a mask mandate. Business is down, and she feels if more people felt safe, they'd shop.
I choose to wear the mask.
Across the street inside Vintage Elegance, Kathy Shriver says she tested positive for COVID-19 in October.
Started out like a simple cold, and then the fatigue, the aching, the headache.
She and her husband were out for 22 days, but says her story hasn't changed enough minds.
I cannot convince people that are against masks to wear them.
Her Thanksgiving will be small. Some business owners wouldn't go on camera, but they tell us they don't wear masks and they're glad they don't have to for them and their customers.
It's been a long time. It's a long year, and a lot of people are suffering.
The Corner Boutique plans to offer appointment-only shopping Mondays and Tuesdays for those who want extra safety this holiday season. In Belton, Brian Johnson, KMBC 9 News.
We reached out to the Cass County Board and its health department to see if they have plans for COVID-19 restrictions. We haven't heard back. The president of the Missouri Hospital Association is asking Governor Parson for a statewide mask mandate. The letter dated last Friday says in part a mask mandate may be unappealing to some, but it has become necessary and we urge your immediate action. Parson is one of 16 governors not to issue a state mandate, leaving these decisions to local officials.
The deadline for all Kansas counties to come up with their own mask plan is coming up in less than a week. Governor Laura Kelly says counties have until November 25th to take action. If they don't, they will be opted into a statewide mask mandate. The Leavenworth City Commission has approved a mask mandate that begins Saturday. Masks would be required in public places. All businesses must require a face mask for employees, customers, visitors, and members of the public. Johnson County, Kansas businesses that don't follow COVID-19 restrictions could be fined as much as $500. Large events and bars staying open past midnight are now among code violations in Johnson County. Officials say they will first educate offending businesses, but if violations continue, there would be a notice of violation, then a fine of up to $500.
The way we wrote this was it's the businesses and organizations need to make sure they do this. It's not against the individual.
Violations of the Kansas mask mandate can be reported to the district attorney's consumer fraud hotline. If they receive more than one complaint, they will visit the business.
Here are the latest COVID case numbers. Johnson County, Kansas has just hit the 20,000 mark in cases since the pandemic began. Kansas City, Missouri is right behind. 183 new cases and 2 deaths are being added to the Kansas City, Missouri count tonight. This is the average number of new daily hospitalizations keeps going up across the 9-county Kansas City area. There are new worries tonight over a possible holiday surge in COVID cases. At St. Mary's Medical Center in Blue Springs, all 20 beds in the COVID unit are full, and the concern is if the COVID sick keep coming, hospital staff will be stretched to the limit. Doctors may have to stop elective procedures or put nursing administrators back at patients' bedsides in response.
There is some orientation and retraining that has to happen. You know, these are all usually very seasoned nurses, but they haven't necessarily been at the bedside in a while.
Missouri Governor Parson could ask for medical personnel from other states or use nurses in training to help.
A Walmart in Olathe is apparently closed tonight for deep cleaning. Shoppers were turned away from the Supercenter on Alden near 135th as workers from an environmental emergency response team went inside. The company specializes in cleaning facilities that have been exposed to COVID-19. The KCK Fire Department says firefighters who have been exposed to COVID-19 but not tested positive have to go to work. Until now, they have been off on 14-day quarantines. Both the union and the chief, Michael Callahan, says 10 to 20 firefighters are off now with COVID-19, so they're short and they have to adjust.
We have a duty to protect the citizens of Kansas City, Kansas. And if I can't staff fire engines, fire trucks, and ambulances, I can't do that.
I think it creates a serious situation where we're potentially continuing to further the spread in the firehouses and the public.
The union also thinks it's wrong that firefighters who have been exposed but not tested positive have to use their own sick time for quarantines rather than treating it like an on-duty injury.